2, 3. Hello, JMS students and JMS parents. This is your counselor, Miss Dyer again. And I am here to talk to you about stress and the emotions we have when we are stressed. And so I want to talk about different aspects of the stress and the different aspect of emotions like anger, depression, sadness. And we are all experiencing it. Right now, I even am experiencing it with starting to work from home, doing homeschooling from home with my 2 kids. And it is not easy. And I know your parents don't think it's easy. So right now, it's really crisis schooling instead of homeschooling because us parents got thrown into this situation, and I have realized I'm not a homeschool teacher, and my kids are not homeschool. It is hard when you're at home and there's no routine, you don't go to school, you see your different teachers, and you have different passing periods, lunchtime, and you have different actions with each other. Anyway, right now you are feeling stress. Why? Because you are in your house quarantined, or maybe you go outside. Everyone is in this situation. Parents are even not at work. They're quarantined at home. And when you're at home, we have stress. We have situations to where maybe we're arguing with each other, we're angry with each other, you're angry at your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, and maybe they're angry with you because of the stress levels. And this is when we need to take a step back and do some stress relieving activities. Maybe when we start to yell at each other, we need to stop, think a minute, and leave the room. Have a time to cool down, so then when you do come back to the situation, maybe you have a clearer head of what you might want to say. This is what I do. I do get angry, I do get upset with my kids, and I have to remember to take a minute, think about what's going on, maybe even go to my room or go outside and think about the situation before I come back and talk to my kids about what is going on. I tried to do this with my kids also. So parents, this also goes to you, because right now you're feeling stressed because you're having to homeschool your kid. You're having to maybe not be at work. And maybe this is a time when you're angry because of all the stressors you have in your life. And your students at home, and maybe they're not wanting to do their work, and so you're getting angry. This is a time when maybe you need to take a step back. You can think about what's going on, and then you can sit down and talk to your kid. And students, the same with you. You need to realize that your parents are stressed. Your parents are having a hard time with this situation also. And so you need to maybe go read a book, or maybe go listen to music. I know a lot of students like to listen to music to calm themselves down. We all need to calm down. We need to take a minute, take a breath, and think about situations before we react. Because that's sometimes what we do. We react. A situation happens and we react to it. And that's what we need to do. I will be putting up a few things on the website for JMS. And this one got cut off, and it's things to do when you're feeling down. And there's all different kinds of things like listen to music, take a walk. And I'll be putting this list on there for maybe this is something you can do. And we are all different. So that's why there's so many of them. Also, I will be putting on the website coping skills, good coping skills and poor coping skills. And we have to remember that a good coping skill is one that helps you feel better in the moment without hurting yourself or anyone else. Okay? So we need to have good and bad coping skills. Also during this time, I know some people feel depressed because they can't get out of their house, or they're angry all the time, or their parents are angry, and so students feel depressed and sad. Remember, there's always someone to talk to. You can call the suicide hotline number at 1-800-273 8255. I know I don't have it memorized. It's in my phone, but I don't have it memorized. There's always someone you can talk to 24/7. So I hope this was all right video. I'm learning as I go, guys, so please bear with me. I want to leave you with two things. The first thing is impulses. Young people nowadays, even some adults, have impulses. And we have a knee-jerk reaction when something happens. And we're impulsive about stuff. And sometimes when we're impulsive about stuff, we do wrong things. Or we do things that later on we want to take back. So instead of making that impulsive decision, I want you to please think about it. Take a day, think. Or call a friend, call somebody and discuss the decision you want to do. Please don't do it impulsive, because sometimes those can have negative actions. Also, I also want to leave, the last thing is, remember, this is just a moment of your life, not the rest of your life. That is a saying I have here at my house, and I try to go by it, that this is just a moment of our life, not the rest of our life. So I just want to say thank you guys for listening to me, and I will be back in a few days with another video and more things to talk about. Thank you.